Okay, day 28. So, if you've been following along, which none of you have, because I know that none of you have, I screwed up all the days, and I'm pretty sure day 29 actually, but I'm just gonna call it 28, so I don't have to edit all the other ones because I'm lazy and I don't care, and because no one's following along anyways, so who cares? So, um, I got an orange square for yesterday, and I could mark it red. I could say I failed and be all mad about it. I'm gonna mark it orange, and maybe I should pick a deeper orange. Maybe it should be more like a real orange. All right, I feel better about that. I didn't hit my 1500 calories. I think I was in like the 1700s if I'm being honest. Maybe 1800. I don't think I didn't go nuts. I didn't just like eat everything I wanted to and just like eat only candy and do nothing. So I mean, me and my wife went for a walk. I'm doing the thing I hate people when they do. They go, I'm not gonna make any excuses, and then they make excuses for 20 minutes. I I had McDonald's, and then what broke me was my daughter was like we offered her half of a donut. She licked the frosting off of it and was gonna throw it away. And me, being me, I just couldn't just throw the stupid donut away. I had to eat it. I had to just shove it in my mouth. And it wasn't even good. It was like a week and a half old. So super dumb. And I'm not gonna. I don't think it's a red because I tried really hard. Maybe it should be a red. I don't know. I don't know. It's catching up to me. But anyways, I keep weighing myself, and yesterday was the first day I didn't actually lose any weight, which was interesting to me. Um, but I'm feeling a lot thinner. It's like it's really working. So, and I talked to my wife about this. It's ironic. She did this almost exact same routine in her like earlier 20s of just kind of just not working out really, but just kind of counting calories and being more accountable. And she lost a bunch of weight. So I think it's a good idea. But this morning, the good thing is I woke up and I before my shower, I weighed myself and I was 172.0. So it's a full pound less than what I was yesterday. And I know some of this is water weight and everything, and I know my wife's like keeps like making fun of me about that, but it's fine. Like, I mean, I started this on this same exact scale, in probably my heaviest moment because I just had a fun weekend with my friends. I weighed like 183 and a half or something like that. And now I'm down to 172 in 10 and a half days. And that's pretty good, I think that's really good. So I'll keep on this. I mean, it's getting harder because once you make progress, you like want to like reward yourself, and I gotta really just keep on it. That's the only thing I can do. I already did my pull-ups and push-ups for the day. I might start doing 5. I'm gonna give it maybe tomorrow. I'll start 5, depending how I feel about it. I'm getting better. I mean, the pull-ups are getting kind of hard. Doing 5 pull-ups in a row. I mean, I could like just do like a couple sets of stuff, but I'm just gonna try to do them all at once because I don't know. I feel like that's cooler. Like if I could do 50 push-ups in a row, or pull-ups in a row, that's pretty cool. So we'll see if I can do that in the future. But I have to be kind of short today because I'm really busy. But I've been having breakthroughs. So I like yesterday after we talked, I was all stuck and everything. And then I just like went back to the drawing board and I started back from zero. And I was like, okay, let's just break this down into like the smallest parts possible. And that's what I do when I get stuck on stuff, especially with technical computer stuff. It's like, how do I break this down into the simplest? How do I get the stupidest little piece of this working? And once I get that working, okay, let me add a little bit more to it. Add more, because when you don't understand what you're doing, even if when you do understand it, you don't like. There's just so many moving pieces that you forget all the different elements of it. And so I'm going to show you where I'm at. This is kind of cool. This is our MVP as of right now. It doesn't work. It doesn't do anything, but it exists. And it's It's built in Flutter, so this is built like a app would be built. And it's, we're got our map. We are working on our zoom buttons right now. I'm gonna fix that, but these things hover, and of course it's crashing. I'm working on that part right now, but I got the map all figured out. I can now add data to the map automatically. I'm figuring out these buttons and whatever these are going to be. I don't know yet. But it's always fun when you start making progress. And, I knew this was going to be a brain suck and a time suck because it's so fun to build. It's so fun to design things and to see your work being changed real time. So, that is something, right? And it's easy to just throw hours and hours and hours at designing something that no one's ever going to use. So I really have to be careful with it. I need to really be wise in that moment because it's just so simple to get super excited about something. And that's hard because you want to be excited as a human. That's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, realizing it's still a job, right? It's still something that you're working towards and it's not for you, it's for others. Unlike this is for me. But yeah, once again, when I start feeling very stuck, I start making breakthroughs. It's the stuck needs to happen for the breakthrough to happen. I know that sounds stupid, but it's more I need to remember that I won't ever feel good unless I feel stuck, your brain doesn't allow you to feel good unless there was a stuck moment first. And that's why the people that, in my opinion, go through some of the hardest things in life are often the happiest because they realize how bad life can be and they hold on to that. So, yeah, ironically, using AI to build this is interesting because on one hand, it makes things a lot easier, but on the other hand, you don't learn anything and you don't get better at catching mistakes, And so when it makes a mistake, it takes me 20 minutes to realize it made the mistake, not me. Rather than if I knew more about what it was doing, I would be able to catch its mistake for it and tell it to fix its mistake because it's not smart enough yet to really understand that it makes mistakes too and catch them. So I don't know. I'm going to have to keep reevaluating that decision point of how much of this do I need to know and how much of this do I'll just let it handle, because it seems the more I say, never mind, I don't need to know that, the more it bites me later. And I actually get really stuck because I don't understand what's going on or what's doing or why it's not working. So, and I think once again, going back to breaking it into the simplest pieces, it's great when it works. The cool thing about AI is you can ask it to do a bunch of stuff at once. You can ask it to do, build me this, build me that, and it'll just output 100 lines of code by itself. And you don't know what that code does or is or whatever. But you also don't know what it's doing is helpful to you. You just kind of copy and paste it and go, okay, that isn't what I wanted at all. Should I ask it a better question or should I ask it for less stuff? And I think that's going to be a hard decision point because sometimes it does work and it's cool. And it's kind of I think it's more being really lucky when it works. But I think the more I'm learning, it's I can't prompt it to be more accurate. I can prompt it to be accurate in smaller chunks, but I can't say, make me a website. I can't do that big of a question. I can't say even make me a zoom button. I think it it can't understand what I'm articulating well enough. And I don't think it's my fault. I don't think it's something I can overcome. I don't think it's something that I need to try harder with. I think it's more I need to realize that it's a blind spot of AI that it can only know. It doesn't have eyes. It's never seen the world. I need to keep remembering that when I'm prompting it because I keep asking it for visual changes that are very obvious to me visually seeing it. And it's literally never seen anything ever. So of course it doesn't know what I'm talking about. And I guess I need to pretend I'm speaking to a blind person when I'm talking to it. I never thought of it that way, but that makes more sense. And I don't know if that'll work, but we'll see. We'll try it out. Yeah, and the more I've thought about Copilot University, the more I feel free that I'm not gonna keep working on it. But I'm gonna leave it as hiatus for let's say another week. I'm gonna hold myself to that, and I'm gonna keep that orange weight square as a reminder that, like, live your life, but try to keep in mind that you didn't have to eat that stupid donut. Like that wasn't helpful to anybody. That was a very easy 200 calories, that like I didn't need to have. It's a ton of calories. That's like, how much I eat for breakfast. Like that's a lot of calories when it comes down to it. And I think it's just, I had two or three times yesterday where it's like, I didn't really have to do that. And I did it anyways, And so what does that mean? It means I'm getting a little loose. I'm saying, okay, I'm doing really well. I can stop. And I'm doing really well, I don't think that's negative. That's why I'm making it orange. I'm not going to make it red and like shame myself for it. But I am going to maybe I should mark it yellow as like a reminder of like, slow down on your like thinking you know better with everything. So I'm going to mark that yellow. I think that makes more sense. Red, yellow, green. But I'm obsessed with company names for our company right now. I'm so bad at like, it's just so fun. It's so fun to like find the diamond in the rough, like company name. I have this idea of calling us Borough right now, like boroughs, like the boroughs of New York City. Obviously it's like spelled tiny. It's like BOURO.com. I don't know if we'll buy it. I have to talk to Sean about it. I'm a little hesitant to talk to him about names because I feel like I'm like annoying him with my like name suggestions all the time. And I think also we're both kind of confused on the exact direction right now of the company, which is fine. I just think the whole thing is just don't take it personally. Whatever we do, like that's what it comes down to. I gotta just not think I know better. But I feel good today. I feel like I could stop. I feel like I did. I feel like I had it. Ironically, right? If you would ask me 2 or 3 days ago, I would have said like, this week sucked. I haven't like got anything done, blah, blah. But like, I feel like now that I've made some breakthroughs, like, and now I'm kind of stuck, honestly. I'm kind of like stuck in like design land. I don't know what this should look like at this point. I don't know what the next phase of this is. I got to think more about what I want the UI to look like. And that's hard, right? It's hard to design it to be something new and different that you've never seen before. Like I can design this to be the same as Google Maps or the same as Zillow. And I got to think about that. Like if I want that, I got to review their stuff and see what I think I can do better. But it's just it's all part of it. This is the good old days that I'm gonna look back on and wish I can come back to. When we have 20 or 50 or 100 employees and I'm stressed out about how I have to like lay somebody off or whatever, I'm going to wish I was back sitting in my room just working on this stuff for fun, while everyone's sleeping. I firmly believe that if we keep going in this direction, that today's the good old days, and I need to like remember that today is a good day, I did something tangible and real and we're here, and it's I made an improvement to the company. I made us 20% more valuable today, I'd say. It's like just by getting us moving on this. So we need to hold on to these days. I think that's the thing I keep talking to Sean about, is like there's gonna be small moments, small days that like feel like nothing because we beat our heads against the wall and then we got over that barrier, but like that's a really cool day, because we don't have too many days like that. And I feel like today is one of those days. I feel like this Friday and 2 Fridays ago, I feel like was like so I guess hopefully every other week we have a pretty significant breakthrough. That's pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. I have a lot to go work on. So I'll see you tomorrow for the next day. Stick to your habits. Keep the streak alive. I'm gonna call it one yellow and pretend I kept the streak alive because it sounds cooler to do 10 days in a row of fitness and health goals than one than zero. So I'm gonna hold on to that and not get too mad at myself and really try to still hit mine today. So have a good day.